We worked so hard. It was a hard-fought game, and we finally got a championship, and it feels great.
Now, for your 21 years, you said you've always dreamed of winning a championship. Is it what you dreamed of?
Oh, it's everything and more. I mean, you have the Laker colors falling from the ceiling, and the fans are going crazy. I got the hat on and everything covering my throat. It feels great.
You know, we had a couple days off, wanted to come back and play good, and we had a chance to do some things and try to come down and get the win in Sacramento. We could move up in the standings, and guys came and played hard.
Having the finest season of his 6-year career, Jalen Rose helped the Pacers finish first in the East, and he's excelled in every phase of the game.
He's a complete
Strong bid to be named Schick Rookie of the Year, leading all rookies in scoring, rebounding, and...
I mean, I was there with all the guys. You know, hopefully one day I can be on that level.
Francis.
Defensive action, Alonzo Mourning. To the basket? No. Play it again? No. Last.
Congratulations, 1999-2000 NBA MVP, Shaquille O'Neal.
Well, the most creative player possibly in the game, Kobe Bryant, the most dominant player, unquestionably, Shaquille O'Neal combining for 55 points tonight. Your performance at halftime.
Take over, so we don't even care about that.
How important is it to get the sweep?
It's important for us to finish the first series early. You don't want to go up there and give them any momentum or give you any kind.
Defensive plays, one on the steal off of Kobe. You worked it with Peja, behind the back. Then later, behind the back pass to Vlade. The style was there. Did you play off the crowd?
Well, no, those were necessity. On that baseline, when Vlade cuts behind me, I couldn't see over Big Shaq, but I'm glad he got the ball and he finished. And I'm just proud of this organization and this team because it would have been so easy to quit the other day.
Possibly a key moment was early in the game when they had the 2 illegal defensive calls. How did that open the game for you?
First of all, before we get started, I'd like to thank my role model, my mentor, Philip Harrison. He kept my mind going straight. You know, I was kind of hard on myself because I had 2 bad games in Sacramento, but, you know, he told me, he said, "You dummy, you always play bad in Sacramento."
88-85, Indiana wins game 1. Let's send it over to Cheryl Miller.
Well, Jalen, you started out great, 12 points in the first quarter, cooled off, didn't make another basket until late into the third quarter, but timing is everything, because down the stretch, you nailed 3 3-pointers when it counted.
Yes, it is. You got to play 4 quarters. You can't really get discouraged when things ain't going your way during the game. You got to continue to play.
Of an assassin. If you look at the 2 games, you're a combined 9 of 30. How do you get yourself going tonight?
I think you just keep shooting. I've been getting good looks. You got to stay aggressive. I'm a little bit upset with myself, but you got to give Milwaukee credit. They're a hungry young team, and they've been putting us on our heels all this whole series. You know, it's a long ways to go.
Points are Ray Allen, an 89% foul shooter. Along with Andrew Lang to Milwaukee for Stephon.
He's down to get a little tired, missed a few.
Allen from downtown, yes.
He does. It is on
To 95 to win the 5th and deciding game. Reggie Miller coming up with a spectacular performance.
Hit the floor. Now, as he goes by him right now, he gets fouled, and then you're going to see he goes down and he jams the leg in some way, and he...
How's it doing? It's a little sore, but this is the game of basketball, and I'm just going to play through it. I have tomorrow to ice down, so I'm going to give it another 24 minutes and see if we can sneak a win out. Was it?
Livingston on the attack. Beats Marion for a 2-hand jam. That's what they can do. They get it out quick. Hardaway and a foul. Anthony Hardaway with a chance for the 3.
Estamos con Robinson, lanzamiento de Robinson y canasta. Buena canasta de David Robinson. Estamos viendo ahí la repetición. Sí.
On those side pick and rolls, try to get into the screener and go underneath. Hardaway right at David Robinson. And Kevin Johnson with the pretty assist.
Came out and showed the world and showed, all his critics that he is for real and that he can play. And now everybody's jumping back on that Penny bandwagon, and he gets to go home and smile and have the last laugh.
Chance points. That's the type of team we have, guys like Eric Snow, Aaron McKee, Theo Rattler, George Lynch does it all on the court. And, I just try to play my roles, just, trying to be one of the leaders on this squad and trying to get things done.
I was reading one of the many tattoos on your arm. It says, only the strong survive. And that's your theme for life, I'm sure.
Definitely, only the strong survive.
Paul Silas.
I've never seen us so pumped. Derek came in after the game and went around and congratulated everybody, even the guys that didn't play.
When you get into overtime and DC starts playing like that, there's nothing you can do about it. When a guy just...
Out to McKee, Aaron for yet another three. It's good again! Aaron McKee is unconscious!
I Philadelphia 76ers wygrali rywalizację w stosunku 3-1. Ten mecz mówi sam za siebie, ten facet jest niesamowity. On niby chwali mnie, ale tak naprawdę to dzięki niemu jesteśmy już w drugiej rundzie.
Will fly inside. This hit, and the Portland Trail Blazers go up on the Minnesota Timberwolves 2-0.
Portland Trail Blazers by the score of 94-87, and the Blazers now lead the series 2-1. Kevin Garnett with a triple-double, 23 points, 13 rebounds, and 10 assists. Terrell Brandon, 28 points.
4, and now they await the winner between Utah and Seattle. The Jazz and the Sonics playing Game 4 tomorrow night in Seattle. Utah up 2-1. That'll be seen on TNT. The final here at the Target Center. The Blazers 85 and the T-Wolves 77. Let's go to Cheryl.
All right.
Intentional misstep by Sprewell just to keep the game flowing and get it over with.
And that is it, as New York holds on to beat Toronto in Game 1, 92-88. So for Bill Walton, Steve Jones, and Jim Gray, Tom Hammond saying so long from the Garden. Now for the T-Wolves and Trailblazers, let's go to Mike Breen.
The double team them. They're saying, Vince, you play him head up. The reason for that is they've been consciously trying to cut down the Knicks' three-point shooting, and they have done that. Everything, they're trying to beat you with a shell basketball. Well, when you get outscored by 13 points in that quarter with a 12-point lead, you know that.
Larry, are you unconscious? What's going on with you at the end of these games?
We running the plays. Jeff doing a hell of a job of calling the plays, and I'm wide open. I didn't call bank, so definitely the guards is with me on that one. So I didn't call bank, and we're running some good plays.
What happened at the end of all three of these games? How did you guys manage to out?
But there 22 points tonight. He's made his last 10 shot attempts. But the footwork, you see the jab step. And that's Michael Jordan.
All right. So for Todd Harris, Bill Walton, and the rest of our crew, Tom Hamlin saying so long from Salt Lake City. We'll go to Ernie Johnson in our studio in Atlanta right after this break.
And Malone has been tossed from the game.
Oh, look at them. They're whooping at each other right now. Look at it. I mean, they're really whooping at each other right now. I just hope this doesn't get nasty. It's not necessary. It's been a great competitive game.
Lakers. Right now, let's send it out to Reggie Theus.
All right, thanks a lot, Dirk. Carl, this is what Game 5s are all about. You said that tonight you had to bring your A game and really play big, and you did that.
Well, I thought maybe I had to play a big game because I know the excitement was going to be surrounded, but you just try to keep an even keel and don't try to get too excited. I think the other guy did a great job.
Miami Heat era o cabeça de chave número 2 e não tinha Tim Hardaway. Enquanto isso, Grant Hill estava escalado, mas tinha um problema de contusão. Bushman destacando-se com 29 pontos, enquanto Alonzo Mourning dominava nas 2 cestas. Alonzo Mourning quase teve um triple-double. Ele conseguiu 9 tocos, 9 rebotes e 20 pontos. Miami ganhou por 95-80. O Heat estava com uma vantagem de 2 pontos a 6 segundos do fim. Miami conseguiu a vitória, 84-82. Agora, com 2-0 no marcador na série de partidas. E Alonzo Mourning de 0. Enquanto isso, Grant Hill tinha um problema pior ainda. O seu pé estava com uma fratura. Ele ficará de fora do resto dos playoffs. Jerry Stackhouse.
18-punktowe prowadzenie. Ostatecznie mecz zakończył się ich 19-punktowym zwycięstwem i wyeliminowaniem Pistons. Musimy utrzymać koncentrację, nadal grać w takim stylu, niezależnie od tego, kto będzie naszym kolejnym rywalem.
For the Lakers. And Robinson, Rodgers, and Kidd shot a combined 8 for 30. So those 3 important contributors were a combined 8 for 30. The Suns, who are a pretty good three-point shooting team and needed to hit from 3 to have a chance in the series, were 3 for 17 as a team. They didn't protect the ball well. Turnovers killed.
Hold the Lakers to one shot. It's a steal out of bounds, and the Suns get it out. Look out, head of the field is Robinson, and he misses the lay-in. Hardaway with the follow-up. Penny Hardaway with the follow-up, and the Suns lead by 2. And Scott Skiles is excited as the Suns should be. The Phoenix Suns. 4 offensive formation. Kobe Bryant pulls up for the shot and hits the basket with 2.6 to go, giving the Lakers the lead. What a heroic basket.
A little bit about that shot.
Well, I just brought the ball up the court, and I looked up at the clock and had enough time to kind of keep the floor spread and penetrate, get into the gap, see if I can create something. And fortunately, I hit the shot.
And he's fouled. In the play there, luckily nobody got hurt. Ball into Kobe, and he's fouled immediately by God this year. Game 4, our executive directors for radio and Susan Stratton for television. After a missed shot, the ball is off. Rice gets credit for another rebound, and the game's over. The Lakers lead the series 3 games to none.
Holding it.
Now what is he doing?
What the heck? So the Suns push it to Game 5, 117-98. Coming up next on most of these stations, it's Saturday Night Live's 20.
All right, Dick, thanks a lot. Kobe, an amazing change tonight. Congratulations, by the way. But how do you go from allowing a team to score 71 points in the first half to just 23 tonight here at the Staples Center?
Well, it's a gut check. They play very well on their home court. But no matter what they do in Phoenix, they still have to come here to L.A.
And they have begun to celebrate here at Conseco. Make it 40 for Jalen Rose. 40 apiece for the combination of Jalen Rose and Reggie Miller. But this afternoon in Game 1, they clobber the 76ers 108-91.
La jugada para Reggie Miller, lanzamiento de Reggie Miller, canasta. Balón para Everson, lanzamiento, no, lanzó. Al final se va a llevar el balón Travis Best y es el tercero. Ahí tienen a Reggie Miller. la final de la conferencia este.
Desde que se sentó Kukoc,
refused to give up.
Here's Iverson, blows down the pull-up six-footer, in and out. Rebound Hill, puts it back. The Sixers lead by 1.
In the final seconds, Philadelphia led by 2, and Indiana would turn to Travis Bess.
Bester's got it against Iverson. One-on-one, the shot rises up to 2. No! In and out. Loose ball. Pass back to 3. No! At the buzzer!
The Philadelphia 76ers live to play another day as they win the game. The Sixers return to Indiana for Game 5. And he dismantled the Pacers with 37 points.
Let's face it, the kid's great.
It was a long night for Bird's Pacers as Theo Ratliff added 26. The Sixers stayed alive once again with a 21-point victory, setting up a Game 6 in Philadelphia.
We really shot, definitely now. You know, we really feel good about our chances.
It's also been an outstanding season for the 76ers. I think Larry Brown was there, along with that team, have kind of bonded together this year, and they gave this city the type of performance that the city identified with. The people supported them.
Applauding the efforts of both these clubs. The Pacers over the Sixers, the final 106-90 to take the series in 6. Let's go to Craig.
Well, Reggie, I don't...
The shot clock went off, but it hit the rim. And Armin Gilliam doing a good job of blocking out on Wallace and trying to get this ball, but then trying to also catch the ball and call timeout. That's not funny. It looked like knee on knee as Armin Gilliam banged right into Karl Malone, who said, hey, I'm sitting here, I'm having a bad game, I can't make a shot, bothering nobody, and my own teammate comes over here and knees me. You don't see a lot of those. Malone limping off to the locker room with 2.
584 Blazers with the lead in the leather. Smith on the baseline snags a jumper.
3-0.
Well, Father Time has taken its toll on the Jazz, who had a long
class, dignity, and pride. This incredible organization on display, led by their great leader, Jerry Sloan.
Well, congratulations to the Portland Trail Blazers. They have taken a commanding 3-0 lead with a win tonight over the Utah Jazz. 1-0. Possibly the final game of his 14-year career. But the Jazz were determined to keep their season alive in Game 4.
Russell inside.
Utah led by 7 entering the fourth quarter. But a late Portland surge cut their lead to 1. Then with time running out and the Jazz up by 3, the Blazers' Greg Anthony had a chance to force an overtime.
Smith passes out to Anthony for 3. Off the mark.
Utah avoided the sweep as they won it 88-85.
Really, our situation hasn't changed. Our backs are against.
Malone to Russell. It's over. The Blazers have won. Scottie Pippen, it was his triple that gave the Blazers the lead, and she's with Annie.
Scottie Pippen, it was just an awesome three-pointer, and this is the crowd really at its best. What were you thinking when you pulled the trigger?
Well, I knew we wanted to get a shot up. We only have 12 seconds, so.
Miami can all but dribble out the time, and then just shoot a long high archer, and more time will be eaten up. Well, they are holding. They feel that they can get one more shot. Mourning. No way. Alonzo Mourning.
And the series is tied at 1 game apiece. We go back to New York for Game 3. Once again, our final 82-76, the New York Knicks. For John Thompson, Danny Ainge, and Craig Sager, Kevin Harlan saying so long. Let's go to Portland and Kevin Calabro. Now Miami trying to tie it. Miami has only made 1 field goal in the last 6.5 minutes, dating to the 4th quarter.
Well, it's just as important that once the shot is taken, that boxing out is done here.
We are tied at 75.
Well, those are big shots. A lot of people are making big shots.
Where were you
you when you took the shot? Were you behind the backboard, and did you think that Zoe touched it?
Oh, well, I just got the ball, and I saw the wide open lane. Patrick came, and that's one of my runners I've been working on. And I thought I was in front of the backboard, and the ball went in. You know, I thought Zoe touched it, but looking at it, I saw him pull his hand back, so, you know, it was a great shot.
Was the play designed for you?
No, the play wasn't designed for me, but I knew if the ball came to me, I was going to have to try to step up and make the shot. We ain't had that much time on the clock.
At first, they overruled the shot. What was your reaction?
I was saying, no, please look at the replay. I hope we have a replay. And so, you know, they looked at the shot. I mean, you know, one of the refs saw it, and it was a good shot.
You knew Zoe did not touch it?
I knew.
91-83, the star of the game, Charlie Ward. He scored the last 9 points in the last 4.5 minutes for the Knicks. What ignited you, and was this your best game as a pro?
Well, I'm very grateful. I thank the Lord for everything. You know, my son is here today, first time, and I'd like to wish my mother Happy Mother's Day, and also my wife Happy Mother's Day. I think it's my son. I have to bring him to all the games.
That may be the good luck charm. Now, you have certainly been on the other side of the New York fans. What was it like
back to last year?
Well, in this game, everything was built up to be. Nobody folded their tent. These guys competed from jump ball to the end of the ball game.
Charlie Ward, that was deflected. It's over, and Miami has won.
Hardaway, all they did was take over the game in the second half. 10 points by Dan Majerle in the fourth quarter, 10 by Tim in the third. First of all, we talked to the coaching staff. They weren't sure you were even going to start that second half. What did you do to convince them, and why were you looking so fresh and so effective?
Well, I think they saw the sweat on me when I came out to warm up beginning of the second half. And he looked at me. I said, I'm ready. And he said, all right, well, let's go. First couple of times down.
Good play by Chris Childs. Great looking shot, causes the defense to rotate. Patrick Ewing jumps off a trampoline for the tip in that time.
I was going to let him narrate that one because that's that old man.
He's got shot, and the New York Knicks can tie it here. New York last led with 7 minutes to play in the first quarter. Saw the second chance points with Childs bringing the Knicks to within one in every game this series. The team that has had the most second chance points has won. And right now, New York has a chance to tie, and they've got 8-1 in terms of second chance points tonight.
Uh-oh, that's a bad sign for Miami.
Miami could eliminate New York tonight with the win. Now we are tied at 70 apiece.
Ball inbound and make sure they get a good shot. I wouldn't be surprised. It's Houston open, but I wouldn't be surprised if Patrick doesn't end up taking the shot as he always does.
Come back, and we saw it. And I just got to thank the Lord again for sticking with us.
You're a little quiet in the second half. You rolled your ankles, but you came out and knocked down some great points. 7 points after you rolled your ankle.
You know, I just wanted to stay on it. I didn't want to come off of it and let it get tight. So I just got to thank God that he healed me real quick.
Ward to Childs, and that's it. For the third straight season, New York has eliminated Miami in a decided.
What was your initial reaction when that started happening?
I think it's just a total amount of respect to my game. It's a shame when the other coach has to cry, when the other big man, who's also 7'3", has to cry, win and flop. It's just a respect to my game, but it hasn't worked all year, and it still ain't gonna work.
Initially, were you upset at it? I mean, does it upset you?
I don't get upset, you know, it's just
From Minneapolis, let's send it over to Cheryl Miller.
See what a difference that a game makes. It seemed like you guys came out from the very beginning, set the tone defensively, kept them off balance, mixing up your defenses, got after every loose ball, and offensively, you guys were really patient.
Yeah, we were just eager to play. You know, the other night they kicked our butts royally.
Shaquille O'Neal with 25 points, but most remarkably, 9 of 9 from the free throw line. Quite possibly making Hack-a-Shaq a thing of the past, not just against the Trailblazers.
Thanks, Bob. Scotty, in all the years I've been covering you, I've never seen you so demonstrative at the end of a game as you are right now.
Well, I mean,
mean, we fought very hard to get back into this series. And, I can't say enough about the way we came and played in the last couple games. We just had a focus that we weren't going to lose, and we was going to outwork this team, and that's what we're doing. And
Shaq, Kobe, winning championships or getting a chance to play for a championship is all about passing tests. Was this the ultimate test for you all?
Up to this point, this has been an ultimate test. They pushed us to the limit. I mean, being down 13 going into the fourth quarter, it was a huge challenge for us.
And Shaq, they threw everything at you, double team, triple team.
Pacers, who withstood a poor shooting night to beat the Knicks and take a 2-0 lead. Only one time in the Knicks history have they come back from a 2-0 deficit in the playoffs.
We go to the post-game thoughts live of Larry Bird as Pacers up 2-0.
I don't work with him, but I rebound for him about every day. And in practice, when he's shooting, we have to shoot.
The ball tapped in at the last second as the horn sounds. It appears it will count. But the New York Knicks, playing without Patrick Ewing, once again have beaten the Indiana Pacers to even the series at 2 wins apiece. The final score 91-80.
Completely within the framework of this current team.
Well, they just gave it to Spike Lee and the Knicks in this one. 88-79, your final numbers. Sprewell, 10 points in the game, only 4 of 14 shooting. He has that injured left foot. LJ, 2 of 8 from the field, had 4 points. So it's the Pacers now leading the series 3-2.
Tom, thank you. Congratulations to the Indiana Pacers. Well deserved. The best team all year. They proved it during the regular season and during the playoffs in the Eastern Conference.
Final score 93-80. The Indiana Pacers on their way to the NBA Finals for the first time in their history. Indiana outscoring New York 31-15 over the last 11 minutes.
Earlier today, the Pacers went through a practice still very confident of their chances out west. Now, if they are in awe of this national spotlight, they are by no means showing it. They're sticking to the party line, and that is one thing. They came here to win this series, but still in the same note, showing big-time respect for the Lakers.
Obviously, it's great to be back in the finals and against the Lakers after so many years of battling against him as a player, and now getting an opportunity to coach a team that I have the utmost respect for, and that we know we have to play.
Well, we hope they overlook us. We're not coming in here to lay down. We're coming in here to shock the world.
No, we're in the finals. Anything can happen. Indiana's going to come ready to play, and we split in the regular season with them. They played us very, very well up there, so we have a tremendous amount of respect for this team.
Rick Smith is a player who I played against my first 4 years, and he's a great player. He can step out and shoot the jumper. He's real aggressive. But I'm gonna just continue to play my game and do what I've been doing.
In the end, it was just the power and dominance of Shaquille O'Neal. He willed his team tonight, and then some timely shooting. Ron Harper, Glenn Rice, they stepped up big in the absence of Kobe Bryant.
Ahmad Rashad is with Shaq.
All right, thanks, Bob. Shaq
free throws and ties the game at 20. Kobe Bryant.
Looks like he sprained his ankle when Kobe came down. He's on the floor.
And he's writhing in pain, holding his left ankle. Meanwhile, Rose comes a 3 at the other end. Shaq takes the rebound. The Lakers have a break. Harper lays it in, but the greater concern is Kobe Bryant.
Now, Kobe came down as he shot that jumper. Now they're going to have to take the foul. But, Bob, tell me, how can this happen? You've got 5 on 4. You shoot a jumper, and they shoot a layup at the other end with one of their players laying on the floor. How can the Lakers do that? Where is Indiana's defense getting back?
Time since Phil Jackson won a game in Indianapolis. Remember, in the '98 Eastern Conference Finals, which went 7. His Bulls lost all 3 games at Market Square Arena, won all 4 games over Larry Bird's Pacers. That was Bird's first year as Indiana's head coach. Let's go to Jim Gray.
All right, thank you very much, Bob. 33 points for Reggie Miller, 8 in the fourth quarter. Reggie, with this game this season, was this the championship?
Well, no question. If we went down 3-0, you could pretty much have written us off. But we knew they were shorthanded. And it wasn't the real Laker team because Kobe isn't out there, but we needed a gutty effort from everyone, and we got it. I think the keys to the game is we got into the game quickly, and we did a good job of moving the basketball with around our offense.
Reggie, you were so...
O'Neal is playing Sam Perkins, and if he goes for the shot block and you kick out, Perkins can tie this thing with a 3.
Travis Best. Miller trying to come off a screen. They find Perkins for 3, and he ties the game! Doug Collins called that big time. Kobe had 28, 8 of them in overtime. Here he is with Ahmad.
All right, thanks, Bob. Kobe, while Indiana kept talking about this being the most important game of the entire season, you guys were thinking the same thing in your locker room.
Well, in our mind, this is the championship. So we came out, played with effort. We knew they were going to come out with a lot of energy. We just wanted to keep it close and make a nice little run.
Now, going down the stretch, Shaq goes down, all of a sudden you step up. These are the kind of moments that you look for, aren't they?
Yeah, when Shaq fouled out, my mind state was, this game just became an awful lot more interesting than it was. And it was just fun for me. I laughed about it. Just went out and played relaxed as if I was in the backyard.
Now, tell me about the ankle injury. I know that's something that's been bothering you. At halftime, you told me it was hurting you a lot.
Well, it's hurting right now. It feels like it's just beating right now. And it's real tight, it's real sore. So I'm just going to ice it, do some treatment, and get ready for the next game.
All right, congratulations on a great performance.
All right, thank you very much, Bob. Reggie, how determined were you guys not to allow the Lakers to celebrate here on the home court, and did you talk about it?
Well, we don't want them celebrating at all. Understand that we are behind the 8 ball, but we want to come out and set the tone early. We got our rhythm early with a lot of good looks at threes. I thought we shot like 70% in that first quarter. And I think that carried and picked up our defense, and that carried throughout the whole game.
Reggie, how do you bottle this now and take it back to L.A. for Game 6?
Well, it'd been nice if we could put some of them points in the paint, because I know we're going to have to use them in the Staples Center. But if we bring the same intensity, and it really starts with our defense, then we got to get into the game quickly there. We can't allow them to get out to a big lead and try to play catch-up.
And media both. Jackson looking to throw it in against Shaq. Reggie turns and pumps it up off the rim, and the Lakers are the 2000 NBA champions.
History, the same person has won the MVP of the regular season, the MVP of the All-Star game, and the MVP of the finals. This time, Shaquille O'Neal did it by averaging 38 points and 16 rebounds for the finals. To the unanimous MVP of the 2000 finals, Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq, you have won everything this past season, but I think it all pales in comparison of winning this championship.
First of all, I want to thank Phil Jackson, the real coach of the year. And I want to thank you fans in the Staples Center. Forget what everybody say. This is the best arena right here. The Staples Center is the loudest arena right here. I just want to say thank y'all for believing in us, and we're going to get one next year too. And my teammates, I love y'all. I love my teammates.